Hey guys, today I want to show you how to do a unique cake. Well, basically all cakes are unique, kind of, but this is one I really haven't seen before. A friend of mine got it from this bakery in Los Angeles and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. Let me copy this and show my viewers how to make one. It's called a Shag rug cake, and for all you kids out there, Shag rugs are basically like really thickly piled rugs, and they came in like goldenrod yellow or different colors. So we're gonna use a grass tip and replicate that cool texture with all of my favorite colors. It's gonna be really simple, but visually striking with a lot of texture. Let's get started. First thing off, we're gonna use 2 pounds or about 1 kilogram of powdered sugar, and then 1 pound or 500 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature. Always sift your confectioner sugar. My giant bowl of confectioner sugar is all sifted, so I'm gonna set it aside and then get to whipping my butter. Add our pound of butter into a standing mixer. 5 minutes later, it's all ready. Clean your paddle attachment off just a little bit. I'm gonna add my sugar in 2 batches. Whip the first a little bit just to incorporate it, then add the second one. Find any tea towel you want or kitchen towel that's clean, wrap it around, and then start. If you don't, sugar will fly all over the place and it'll be like very sweet but messy. Now we're gonna add the rest of the sugar in. All right, now it's time to add our liquids in. I'm gonna start with the flavoring, and I'll tell you, you can't skimp on the flavoring. Go cheap on the butter, go cheap on the sugar, but find the very best vanilla you can. There's a lot of great brands out there, but find something that's really nice, because this is the only flavor that you're adding. Everything else is just mouthfeel and sweetness. I'm adding in a tablespoon of vanilla, just a couple drops of rose water, because it's really powerful. When I bought this, I made the mistake of just tasting it straight, and I thought I was gonna die. My breath tasted like roses for the entire day and night, which was nice, but it also made me feel like I was gonna like literally die. So don't do that, just a couple drops. It might seem crazy not to add any cream, but if you're in a warm climate, this can be really liquidy. So if you're in the South or close to the equator, this buttercream will be moving and a grooving without any further liquid added to it. Right now it's winter and I'm in Los Angeles, so it's a little cold and it needs a bit of cream. Add in up to 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. My buttercream's all done and ready to go into a piping bag. I have this raspberry cake, which you literally just have to make. It's so good. It's beyond moist, filled with fresh raspberries, and it has some lemon zest in it and vanilla. It's great. Click at the top of the screen for that video, link also below. All right, now we have to color our buttercream, the most fun part. We're gonna transfer a bit of buttercream into each bowl. You can do as many colors as you like. I'm gonna have about 6 to 8, we'll see. You're definitely gonna be using more of some colors than others, because it's totally up to you, it's your design. So don't think you need to have batches that are exactly the same. You can have a small batch of rose, a large batch of turquoise, totally up to you. Add in just a drop of color to start off with, and then more for added intensity if needed. Just make colors that you like, anything you want, as long as they're colors that you enjoy. When you're making different shades, it's super easy to take a little bit of your darker buttercream and then add it to your uncolored buttercream for a lighter shade. This cake is so much easier if you just buy a set of grass tips. These are really cheap plastic ones I got off Amazon. Transfer each buttercream to a piping bag fitted with the grass tip. I love how these colors look together. Some of them are unexpected like the ochre, but everything works well. I'm piping different colors for each ring of the interior. That's totally optional, I just like the look. Right now I'm applying a really thin layer of buttercream to the outside of the cake. I'm gonna smooth it down and just leave like a paper thin layer. The whole point of this is to prevent any crumbs from the exterior of the cake. After the cake is coated and smoothed, just give it a chill in the fridge for a few minutes so it firms up and will not move around when you're piping on your final coat. Now it's time for our shag carpeting. The pattern is totally up to you, just make it crazy. Try not to like repeat the same color over and over in one spot, mix it up. Once you're done, you'll get an effect that looks something like this. and it's time to taste. Really excited. Look how moist that cake is. Amazing. My cake is finished. I'm super happy with it. I think it's really cute, and it was really easy. All you need is the right tip. A large grass tip is imperative. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you get to make this, and don't forget to subscribe.